All right, y'all. We had to come to y'all live on this one, man. This was an ugly one. A little road loss, 20-22. Last minute field goal, last second field goal, whatever, by the Dolphins. Ugly game through and through on multiple facets. Yeah, that was ugly. I expected on the road, like we just can't get it right on the road for some reason, and I don't know what that's all about. But go ahead, Debo, give me your spiel.
Um, Look, listen. With me, we started out great. I'm not gonna be totally terrible about the situation. We started out great. The first drive of us having the ball was amazing. Like it couldn't be drawn up no better. It's just unfortunate. I don't know why we had bad luck like that in terms of just fumbling the ball on the 1 yard line execution. It's just that's really what's just cringing. Like those are the things that really makes us lose a game because it kind of turns the game. So with me, overall, I don't really know how to really feel about the game, but for the adrenaline rush, I can tell you everything that went wrong. But to me, it's like everything wasn't totally terrible because we kept Tyreek Hill under wraps. They kept falling, doing what they do. The Miami Dolphins is just injuries here and there. Like this is what they do. But however, on our end, we just couldn't capitalize. It was rough sight per se because we're fans, but on the outside viewing side, we actually had a good game. It's just we couldn't just those little things. I don't know how to pinpoint it. It's just man, it's just killing us on the playoff.
I feel you, bro, but
Like-
it feels like we see the same thing over and over and over. It's that road struggle, man. We're a whole totally different team mentally on the road. You know what I'm saying? I understand we're at home, we're comfortable, we play faster because of the environment and all that. But on the road, man, we struggle, bro. No matter who the opponent is, we struggle with the team, no matter who is in front of us. And it's a mental thing. Like we see it. We see so much potential. We see we so close. We be one drop pass here, one fumble here, one tip ball here. But it's just the execution thing. At home, we hitting everything on all cylinders. On the road, we missing everything on all cylinders. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we come so close on like certain plays, like that, like the handoff, bro. He put it in the gut slightly off, and it comes out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like little stuff like that, but that lets you make things like it's a karma thing, it's a organizational cloud that's clouding us because everything just looks so good going into the game, like even before the game before with the Bills. Bro, like everything clicking on all cylinders. How you just fall off a cliff like that, bro? It's baffling. It's really hard to accept. It's really hard to process, and it's really hard to put into words. You know what I'm saying? To really actually what we're witnessing as we're watching this. Like we sit here watching, like, bro, when are we gonna bust this game wide open? We're down a possession the whole game, and we can't get it going.
Before you know it, it's fourth quarter, and we like, man, we still have our backs against the wall.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, it's like this to me. And this side breaks down in my mind. That game, to me, in the grand scheme of things, don't really mean a lot to me for the simple fact that the way the season is playing out, the way the cards line up, the way the destiny is, that game is not going to make that much of a difference in terms of what we do. You have the Eagles got pretty much a cakewalk going out, and they're the only Lions. The Lions are the Lions. I mean, the only thing we're playing for is to try to get a home game, because that's basically all you're going to get at the best. So you're looking at the same thing you've been looking at all season, which is playing on the road at somebody's house. That being said, looking at today's game, what I take away from the game is, like Debo said, we started out good. I love that first drive. We mixed it up. We did a lot of good things. We saw some things we hadn't seen before. It was different. It felt good. Even though they came back down and they scored, what we did ultimately felt good. I felt so good to the point that once we got the ball again, I felt we were going to do something with it. Now, let's get a little deeper into the intricacies of what happened with the defense. That's what concerns me more than anything else, because we're not stopping people. We're not a very detail-oriented team. We don't take care of the little stuff that ends up turning into the big stuff that ends up turning into the kind of losses we got today. That concerns me. Dan Quinn is a hell of a damn defensive coordinator, bar none. But even him, there's still things that, like, it's baffling to me how you will allow a team to march down the field, dink and dunk you, 5 yards here and there. Those yards add up. So at some point, they're going to get a field goal. And guess what? They got like 4 of them today.
Yeah.
Just by dinking and dunking.
But we've been seeing this all year, though.
That's my point. We're not a detail-oriented team. We don't play enough. Man, you gotta take a chance, because number one, if you don't learn to play man, meaning that you stop your gaps, all right, stop those runs. You're not playing. If you're 10 yards off the ball on a run play, you're already 5 in the hole. So you add those yards up there. We cannot be that kind of team and expect to advance anywhere, because everyone's going to do the same thing to you. And here we speak.
Copycat league.
Everybody's doing the same thing to us. I just think that we have to get more gonads, as they say, for lack of a better word, and just do some things differently than what we're doing. We cannot continue doing the same thing over and over again. Offensively, yes, we love to have CD have gotten more touches today. I just think we totally went away from that creativity that we had that first drive, the rest of the game. You know, we let certain circumstances that went on dictate how we played the rest of the game, which was totally different than how we started the game. So that's why first we couldn't score any points. We had some good looks. There was some good play calling up there. Don't get me wrong, but we first of all, our offensive line, there was some deficiencies there. We had the offensive line letting people just run right through. Well, of course, you can't run a play if you don't have the time to run the play. I don't care how good you are as a quarterback. You've got to have at least a few seconds to be able to get the play off. Same thing with your running back. Your running back's going to go nowhere if by the time you get the ball in his hand, somebody's smacking him in the mouth. So I just think that we need to play a little bit more detail. And then here again, my focus is not so much on this game or what we've done in the past. What I hope we're going to do in the future, which is clean up some of the mess that we have, and we have a lot of mess, to give us a chance to at least compete for something beyond a one-round playoff win. If we don't do that, we're going to repeat what we've been doing the past few years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel you, man. At this point, man, the season, like we coming on the tail end. I'm shifting my emotions and my mental focus to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really hoping these boys are playing possum. You know what I'm saying? And not putting their best foot forward, just trying to save themselves and be fresh going into the playoffs. That's really what I'm hanging my hopes and emotions on. And I'm hoping I'm right about that, where the boys come in fully fresh and healthy and just breeze through the playoffs into the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I think our biggest struggle too, like I tell you while we watch the game, if we don't find a way to stop this run, we're not stopping them but 5 yards down the line. Like, I only see one person giving the effort while they running the ball. And that's Tank.
Yeah.
That's the oldest player we got on the line. And that's ridiculous.
Man.
And I've been telling y'all this for weeks. Like, it's ridiculous. Right. The fact that our oldest player that's on the D-line is putting out the most effort. Like, it's crazy.
Right. I think at this point, if we don't get it done this year, like, we got to change the whole culture of our organization, how we draft, how we pre-screen. Like, we got to get the right-minded guys in there and set a culture that's going to last, like the Ravens do or the Chiefs do. You know what I'm saying? They have a particular set of guys in there that's going to help last, you know what I'm saying, and push guys through. Like, they consistently, even in the divisional round or the conference championship. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're striving for, but we come up short all the time.
Our players don't take enough ownership.
They don't.
They don't take enough
pride
in their job. You know, they were doing it in spurts and little periods of time, but overall they just don't have the fight, the wherewithal to go out and fight everybody, every game, every play, every down. They just don't have that. Some have it, but it's a team.
Lack of the culture being established.
But you know what, too, though? And you got to kind of blame the players who actually had the talent to pass rush on a downly basis, which is you have Parsons who can get to the quarterback, you have DeMarcus Lawrence who can get to the quarterback,
which is not his specialty, but you know,
so they get spoiled to the fact to where they don't put out the effort each and every play. Like, man, go make your own money. Like we know these boys gonna get paid. What you gonna do?
But then that's another problem I got, because we expect those players that you just alluded to be everywhere all the time.
Right.
And that's not fair. It's not right. It's not productive. It's very counterproductive.
But it's why you get paid the big bucks.
This is true too.
Well, last time I checked, it takes 11 men.
Agreed. It doesn't take a team effort, but Tank has gotten paid twice now.
Just think about
working on third if you don't stop playing.
I agree.
He's playing right, but he's trying to get a third.
But Tank is one player.
Agreed.
Number 11, Mike Parsons, he's one player. You know, these guys are one players that we are putting a lot of pressure on. Yes, they're getting paid, but it's still 9 other guys on the other side of the ball that they're trying to test for.
No one player can do it.
No one player can do it. We just have to have the mentality now. We have the players we have. That's what we got now. So if they wasn't that way up to now, the chances of becoming anything different is not. So what do we have to do? Defensively, we have to scheme differently. We have to try some different things that we hadn't tried before.
Just be aggressive and live with the results.
And demand it, demand it. And that's also the top
culture. Establish the culture.
Like you said, the culture, which you alluded to, you have to demand that.
Start from the top.
On the offensive side of the ball, we have some playmakers. And that, I give him all the props in the world. He has played a great year. Yes, he's had his fallacies at times, and he's made mistakes at times. And yeah, he took a sack when he shouldn't have, or he should have ran here and he didn't. But I mean, that's any quarterback.
But he's granted those mistakes.
But he's playing the type of ball that you need to win at the level that we're playing consistently. So we can't put all that on him. Mike McCarthy, I'm not going to even lay all that on his foot, because he has evolved. He's done some things differently. He's trying to win. You can see his effort by his play.
No, don't get me wrong. I mean, you watched last week and this week. I mean, the effort is there. It was a lot of key plays that kind of turned, the results of that game one way or another. That missed block punt by Sam Williams, or we didn't get the fumble, last week. This week, the touchdown on the goal line, just little penalty.
The roughing the pass. That play right there was huge.
Well, I mean,
because that was on third down.
Yes,
but
that was huge. That gave them a new set of downs and
time.
But that's a whole nother conversation, though. That's to me, I don't know what it is. I don't want to speculate, but being the most penalized team in the last few years, at some point somebody has to say something. I'm like, there's no way you telling me that we're that undisciplined each and every year, and we not even try to make a difference. Like, so that's a whole other conversation. I'm not trying to dig deep with that, but I just want to point that out. There's no way.
People are saying it.
I know it. I know they are.
It's whispers right now.
Just the right people are saying it in the right audience.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous to tell me that
it's coming out almost every game. Almost every game now, there's at least 2 plays.
Yeah, and it's
that we get penalized for, and it's almost always on a consequential play where we either have a stop or we're about to have a drive to put some
they
points
do
on
seem
the
like
board.
they're in very key specific times, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I know the whole league is dealing with penalty issues, but it seems like it's in crucial times that influence the game.
And you can't tell me that the fact that we're one of the most successful teams in the league, but still the most penalized. There's no way. That's like
putting up 37 plus games. You put up 37 plus games point, and you most penalized team.
Exactly.
They don't add up. They don't go hand in hand.
They don't go hand in hand.
No, that goes with like the lower teams, the teams at the bottom of the cellar who about to pick the top 5.
So I just want to put that out there.
That's real.
We're not gonna dig deep into that. Whatever.
But I hope we get 5.
Right. I hope we can.
But we know it ain't gonna move nothing because the NFL it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
So, everybody always say, Cowboys whine, they cry, but there's a whole lot of substance.
A lot of legitimacy.
We don't harp on it because we know it's not something we can change. But if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck.
It's a damn duck.
Goddamn duck.
Damn duck.
But on that note right there, man, hey, we want to come holler at y'all real quick about that loss right there going forward, man. We got the Lions next. Yeah.
Smack that.
We gonna smack that. And we said that did we too.
Yeah, we did say that.
We said that shit happened too.
I'm gonna tell you why it's a little different.
Okay.
And we're not going to expound on it.
Nah, but
because-
we Whiskey Wednesday. We're gonna
Right.
dance with Whiskey
So-
Wednesday.
the reason why I say that is, man, come on, man. We ain't going for that play action. Nah, bro, we're gonna get to the quarterback for that.
We're gonna make golf.
We struggle with the quarterbacks who get rid of the ball in 3 seconds. That's what we struggle
Which
with.
really shouldn't be a
Right,
problem.
it shouldn't be a problem. But we're gonna
Hey, now again, mind you, for next week in a row, you still face another damn good head coach.
we ain't
And
worried about
he's smart as hell.
Yeah, I don't know about that. He tough.
it.
Yeah, hey, but
Yeah.
would you like to have that as your coach?
No,
No.
I'd like to have this was how tough he is.
Nah,
I like-
he's good for them.
He's
He's good for them.
I like Mike
He's done a
Mike
lot.
McCarthy. You're doing an excellent
You're
job.
doing a good job, sir. I'll give you a problem.
Like
I like you too, Mike. But Dan Campbell.
You think Mike McCarthy better than Dan Gamble? Real talk.
Yeah.
the remaining to be seen. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we're gonna holler at that. That's a good topic right there. We'll holler.
It's
I-